Welcome to the Attic Manadad here. It's the channel where we explore what's fun in Magic, mostly on Arena. And what do they always tell you when a new set comes out? Play mono red. Well, I wanted to talk about what is new with Final Fantasy this week, and we do have some things to talk about. But the very predictable highest win rate today, 60% mono red, most popular mono red, followed by Is It Prowess. Mono black mid range still at number 3 here. Azorius Omniscience still winning at a pretty high level, but not the highest. Rakdos Aggro has a good win rate. I got a video for Rakdos Aggro with Sephiroth coming out very soon. But yeah, so what can I say? Untapped.gg looks like their data is not updating yet for the new set. So but we do have this data. And what I see that's new here is that number 5 mono green landfall. I'm facing this a lot on the ladder. I don't know if you are. And then Abzan Yuna, I haven't faced this yet, but I do see a lot of content creators doing different Yuna decks, including Abzan versions. So I have to think that that is an up-and-comer. If we could see the line, it would be rising in popularity. Whether it wins enough to make it over here into the higher win rate thing, I don't know. 4-color dinosaurs has, which is fascinating. I don't know. Let's actually take a look at 4-color dinosaurs. Is there there's a mythic player playing it. So here's the highest win rate. Is there anything from Final Fantasy that's powering up dinosaurs, or is this just the dinosaur meta here? Zombify, no. Okay. Well, dinosaurs just having a moment. Look, somebody's played 3,100 matches. I mean, I guess a lot of people could have. Let's see if we go down to 100 matches. Why is dinosaurs doing so well all of a sudden? It's that sick dinosaur value. Maybe people hadn't caught on to it yet. All right. I mean, a lot of these have played a lot of matches. Is there anything under 100? No. That seems pretty strong. Well, if you want me to do a 4-color dinosaurs video in the middle of all the hype about Final Fantasy, let me know on that one. All right, let's go back. This is, of course, is standard best of 1. We'll take a look at standard best of 3. See what we learn from that. Mono red aggro, also the highest win rate. Is It Prowess the most popular? Abzan Yuna, very popular in best of 3. Mono black demons and Azorius Omniscience kind of down there here. Interestingly, mono red aggro is there, and Omniscience with a pretty high win rate right behind mono red aggro. So apparently, if you want to just take advantage of all these people playing the new Final Fantasy cards, you just run Azorius Omniscience or mono red aggro. And here we actually see the lines. I mean, look at Abzan Yuna just shooting up like a rocket, and mono red aggro, and Is It Prowess also trending up, trending down Naya Yuna. Okay, so people are on to Abzan Yuna. I have a video out for a Naya Yuna deck. Maybe I have to make one for a Abzan Yuna. Once we see ones that are winning. Win rate over time. Dimir midrange just plunging. Abzan Yuna is actually doing terrible in terms of win rate. Same with Naya Yuna and Golgari midrange. Interesting. Why did Golgari midrange do so poorly? It's just been pretty, it's been up and down, but pretty in the range between 50 and 55, and then started out good and just took a real dive. Still the number 6 most popular deck today. As I record this on Meta Mondays, if you'd like to help out with me paying for this data and taking my time to go through it, membership subscriptions always welcome. Pioneer, mono red aggro. Okay, people got it figured out in Pioneer. Not enough data there. Be interesting. I would love to see Final Fantasy shake up Pioneer, but it doesn't look like it did. At least for week 1. Alchemy. Wow, we don't even have any alchemy. Oh, that was because it's best of 3. Let's go back to Pioneer. Pioneer best of 1. Rakdos in mono red, and highest in win rate. Rakdos highest in popularity, followed by Selesnya mono red. And looks like everything is kind of falling in win rate among all these decks. Let's see if we can find one that's going up. Selesnya Angels. So what is this? Rakdos is the only deck that seems to be going up in win rate. Come on, show me something going up. What's going up this week? Everything's trending down. Okay. Well, I don't know what's beating everything. We got Rakdos, Mono Red, Zorius. Huh. Well, your guess is as good as mine on that. There might be some faulty data. Seems like if a bunch of decks are going down, there should be at least one deck going way up. To my mind, to my thinking. Could be, I guess, a bunch of decks going up marginally. Is it by far the most popular here in Alchemy, and still has the highest win rate, although it seems to be gently sloping down. And let's take a look at Historic. 4-color Sorin with the highest win rate. Let's take a look at a 4-color Sorin deck and what is going on with that. We've got an Alchemy guy. We've got a bunch of Alchemy guys. Okay. So you've got Sorin. Obviously, you want to put a vampire in. That's a Skeleton Noble. This is not a vampire. That's a vampire. So you can put in Saint Elenda. I guess that's what you're cheating. There's Ulamog the Defiler. And some Thoughtseize and Inquisition to help stop your opponent's disruption. Faithless Looting Malevolent Rumble to stack your graveyard. Assemble the team to get the right things in your hand, and a bunch of fatal pushes just to survive. And only 63 matches here, but has 76.2% win rate. Pretty phenomenal win rate. It is a 5.4 minute average duration per game, so I don't know if that will actually rank you up faster than just playing a 3 minute per game mono red that's like at 55% win rate or 60% win rate in some of these formats, but there you go. In Timeless, looks like 5 colors popular. Mardu has the highest win rate, although it's grayed out, so maybe nobody's playing it. Got to get more data in Timeless. In terms of Brawl, oh, okay. Tifa actually has the highest win rate. Vivi, we knew that was going to be popular. That was the first Brawl video I made. I guess I should make one for Sephiroth. Looks like, and Choco Seeker of Paradise and Tifa. Lots of fun stuff. Yuriko the Tiger Shadow. I'm kind of surprised that's not. Oh, that is number 2. That should theoretically be just an absolutely insane commander, because it's got Commander Ninjutsu, which they will never reprint again, at least not for not as unbalanced as they did. Not for 2 mana. And here's a Tifa deck that has somebody's played. So one of you has played 370 matches already with Tifa. That is commitment. Are there any Tifa decks that have even higher win rate? I don't know. But yeah, just a lot of pump spells, and I would guess a lot of lands that let you. Doesn't even show the lands, huh? A lot of lands that go fetch to double up the Tifa triggers. Primeval Titan is legal in Brawl, so that's just disgusting with Tifa. Let's hop on over to MTG Goldfish, where things are moving a lot slower. We're not seeing any of the new archetypes showing up here on their main page. Just refresh this just to see. Let's see if anything is won over here. Just a lot of Overlords, Omniscience, Boros Aggro, Gruul Delirium. I mean, the Overlords decks might have some new cards, so let's see. Yeah, they have 2 Yunas. They're just throwing Yuna into an Overlord deck. Yuna, if you don't know, 5 mana, 3/5. During your turn, it and enchantment creatures you control have trample, lifelink, and ward 2. And at the beginning of your end step, return up to 1 target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield with finality counter on it. So just kind of taking the place of Zur, or being copies number 5 through 6 of Zur in some ways. So that's interesting. Let's see if they have better data on Pioneer. We'd love to see something interesting happening in Pioneer. Jund's Sacrifice, that might have Sephiroth. Does have Igra, Eater of All. I didn't know people were playing this competitively. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not even seeing people using Starting Town. Which is too bad, because I traded a Buster Sword for my Starting Town at the pre-release. So that may have been a pretty bad trade. But some kids who really wanted a Buster Sword got their Buster Sword. So I guess it can't all be bad. Has Mono Red Aggro adopted anything new? Probably not. Tersa Light Shatter is relatively new from the previous set. All right, I'll put up Modern here, and I'll check in on the comments and see if anybody has any comments about stuff to look at. If you do think of things you want to look at before we end the stream, get your comments in now. Yeah, Boros Energy, Is It Prowess, Domain Zoo, Belcher, Amulet Titan, Dimir Murktide. Rule Basking Brood Scale combo. 150 there. I'm not seeing any names of any new archetypes. Just see if Mardu Energy somehow got something from the new. I guess Voice of Victory is, again, from the previous set. Tarkir Dragonstorm. But yeah, no. Two Goblin Bombardments in the main deck. Gotta love it. That is aggro. Probably works with the Ajani Nakatl Prize. You can just sack your cat and flip it. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Well, moving on. Let's see what they have for Pauper. And this is what it was last week, as I recall. Grixis decks at the top. We got Jund Wildfire now, number 3. Blue Terror, number 4. And a Grixis Affinity, number 5. So Grixis looks like a good place to be in the Pauper meta. Mono Blue Terror, Mono Blue Fairies, and High Tide combo, all 5-0ing right next to each other. 3 different 5-0s in Mono Blue. That's kind of fun. Gotta love a format that's doing that. All right. So, Legacy. Dimir Reanimator, Dimir Tempo. Is It Delver, Oops All Spells, and Painter, Sneak and Show, Mystic Forge combo, Cephalid Breakfast, Red Stompy, Timur Delver. Vintage. Doesn't look like Legacy or Vintage changed too much from week to week, if I'm remembering what it was at last week. Penny Dreadful. Boros Legends Aggro, doing very well there. Dual Commander Aragorn, I believe was on top last week. Commander metagame. So let's see actually how they do Brawl, because yeah, look at all the new commanders. Sephiroth just getting pipped by Storm, so Storm not quite as new. They have Omnath Locus of Rage. I don't know where they get their thing, but there's Kefka is somehow in here. And Brawl. I would believe it in like competitive EDH, right? People have been talking about Kefka for that. But Brawl? All right. I never run up against Omnath Locus of Rage or Krenko. Do run up against plenty of Rusko when I'm playing the Brawl. Let's jump back to Standard. No comments. All right. Well, thanks for joining me here in the attic. It's going to be a quick metagame Monday, it looks like, because I'm just going to keep pumping out decks with the new Final Fantasy cards that look interesting to me And that includes a Sephiroth Rakdos deck, which you can watch right now if you're a member, or you can wait a few more hours and it'll become available to the general public. So thank you for joining me in the attic.